Hey guys, it's Penny from Penny in Your Pocket. I thought it might be fun to pop in here today just to give you a little run through of how I put some of my own courses together, because I do get asked this question a lot. Do I use my own templates? Do I use my own themes? How do I put them together? That kind of thing. So it's Friday afternoon in sunny Australia at the moment, and I'm sort of wanting to get this particular new template up and loaded before the day's out. So a quick video just to show you how I try to save a little bit of time when I'm working on these. Okay, so if you're new to courses, then some of this may not make sense, but if you already know how to use Kajabi and you're putting courses together, then you're going to love it. Okay, so first, one of the things that I tend to do is I like to get all of my bits and pieces that I need together. And what am I talking about? So for example, this is one that I'm currently building out at the moment for a brand new sales page template. So when I like to start with the product theme. I like to go and see how am I going to lay out the structure for the modules, like what do I need in each of the lessons, that kind of thing. And once I've kind of built the structure out, then I kind of know, okay, well, I know the different lessons that I'm going to be having, how many lessons there will be, and then what do I need in terms of images and thumbnails, and then of course the color theme as well. So I get to put all of that in. So when I've worked that out, the next thing I'll do is I'll pop over to my Canva and I'll start building out all of, let's just drop that down for a minute. I'll start building out all of the thumbnails that I may be needing. So you can see I put them all together. I create a I create a mock-up of the template that it is that I'm using, and then that mock-up gets used and popped into every single one of the thumbnails so that they all pretty much look the same. So that, for instance, when we dive into the lessons over here, you'll be able to see that they all look pretty similar. Okay, and then all I'll do is I'll change the titles for the lessons out so that we can see what is in there. And then what I start to do is I start to get a little bit of a collection together in my Dropbox. So I go and create folders for everything that I create. So I'll always have course thumbnails, and you'll see this is exactly what you've just been looking at here. So all the thumbnails get downloaded first. I'll create graphics that I may be needing for the product as well. Same with mock-ups. I like to save screenshots of the work. I then also go and put all of my stock images, all the photography in a folder. Then I will also go and start downloading all of the lessons. So I also like to batch do the lessons when I'm recording. So for example, you can see over here, I just use Loom to make this happen. I can go and create a folder for it, and then I'll just start loading up all of the lessons. As I do them, I name them, I walk through them, and so on. So one of the ones I'm currently working on at the moment was this lesson number 7. So I thought I can show you how I do this and actually get it into the Kajabi area. So if we go over into our lessons, now one of the tricks that I like to do is, obviously we're building, it's kind of like the same stuff over and over again, and I don't like to start from scratch. So I click on add content within a module, and I go, I'm going to import from another course, even though we're just importing it from the same course. So I'm choosing the course that I'm working in, which is the Viola and Wallace sales page. I choose the module. I'm going to go template lessons, and then I simply just go and grab one of the other lessons because they're pretty much all styled and set out exactly the same way. So I'm just going to grab that one, and I click on import. And then I go, got it. And then we can see that Kajabi is starting to bring it in down here, and now it's finished. Okay, so it's popped it in draft mode. I would then move it into position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to go above the modules because I'm pretty sure we're working on number 7. Yes, we are. And I can see that I've already named it up here. So I just simply go and grab what I've named it, rather than having to retype it all, and I pop in here into the lesson. I go like this. Okay, I'm going to remove the video that's already in there because that's not the video we want. We want to redo that. And then I would go, okay, great, I want to put in my thumbnail, which I've already got saved. I'll pop over to my area where I have all the thumbnails saved. So this one was don't put off from memory, plans don't put it off, and I simply drop it in, and then I go through the process of saving and uploading. and then the new thumbnail is popped in, so that one's good to go. Then I would simply then go over to the video and I go, great, now I want to upload the video that we've created for that one. So then I need to go back over to the video lessons, and it was video number 7, which is here. Okay, and then I simply drop that in and wait for that to upload. It should be pretty quick. Sometimes it can be a little bit slow. Probably going to be slow because we're actually doing a video on top of a video and the computer's probably having a heart attack right now. I can actually hear it heating up. So hopefully that fan noise isn't going to come through to you guys. Okay, so that is now uploaded. Great, that's done. Now, along with that, obviously I do have the SRT file, which is the closed captions, but I like to wait for it to finish processing before I upload that. So whilst I'm waiting for that, then typically what I'll do is, because I'm using Loom, Loom uses AI to create summaries of what we discussed in the video. So I'll then go and grab that, and then I go over here, I'm going to open up my full screen, and then I go, okay, this is what we've covered in this video. And then I'll actually go through that and say, okay, is this what I want to say? Like, what do I want to change? So then I'll put it into bullet points and so on. I'll also go and use the chapters so that people know like the different sections like where we're up to. And so then I'll do something like this. And then I just drop them in, and then I'll probably just put that in bold, and then I like to underline it, okay, so that we know that's where that is. Now, the other thing that I like to do is, depending on, because obviously these are these are templates, and sometimes I use code in the various different pages. So I like to then go over to the area that I was working in. So this one is plans and don't put it off. So let me go into those sections, and then we can look at this together. So I'd run into the plans area down here, and I go, okay, this is one of the plans. Do I have any code that I've used in here? Quite often I don't. If I do have any, I'll pop in here and say, okay, well, this is the only code that I've used. So maybe what I'll do just to help people is I'll go and quickly grab that, and then I'll do something like this. I'll just pop that code in here, and I'll go, this code, like I basically just say what it does. Styles the payment box. Okay, so that way they've got quick access to it in case anybody deletes it by accident, because you'd be surprised how often that happens. And then that's that, and then we've got don't put off, and we've got some testimonial sections in there. So if we go back over here, so we've got don't put it off, and then we've got testimonials. So the don't put it off, there's no code in there, so I don't need to really touch anything. And the testimonials, I think we might have had some fun code in here. We did, because we were using some rotation. So then I'd pop into the custom code, and I'd simply grab the code that I've used for here, and I'd do the same thing. I'd pop back into the lesson, and just so that I can make sure that everybody has everything they need, I pop that in there, and then I tell them what this does. Alrighty, so we've got that in. We've got a little blurb about what we've covered, which I will go through after this video just so that I can neaten it up, tidy it up, add my own words kind of thing. And we're now ready for our closed captions file as well. So let's drag that one in. So we want this one over here. We simply, oh, well, that's not going to work. Hang on, we need to one more step. Sorry, I was jumping the gun there. Pop it in there, and then we have our closed captions that have uploaded. I can click save. I can finally turn it to published because it's done, other than the little paragraph that I have to go and redo. And then when we go back out here to refresh, we'll now see another lesson that has been added. Okay, so not sure if that was helpful for people, but like I said, people have asked, do I use my own themes? Absolutely, I do, because I like them. In case you're wondering, this is a version of the Flix theme, Flix product theme. This is one of the, I think this is the yoga version actually, and then I've just created or restyled it to look like this. Alrighty, so just so you know, this is how it all works. It's all pretty cool. But yeah, if in case that helps, not sure, let me know.